National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that could be a physical game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
McCarthy going to put it up right away. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Broken tackle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Robbie.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And Stroud now to throw.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete to Addison on the out route.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Derrick Henry. Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Stroud to throw it.
Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fights forward at the 20.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. 2 days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
He gets it to Addison.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Jefferson moving in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices as well, they really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Why, Tony?
Here's Stroud.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud and company going for it.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Stroud working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.